Today, this video is all about how to do the planks. This is meant to be a beginner exercise, and so when we're going to be doing this is going to be something that is pretty easy. So if you're in the advanced stage or intermediate stage, this is probably not going to be for you, but even then you could probably learn and benefit from just some of the basics, and always going back to the basics is always beneficial, just to make sure you're checking in on yourself, making sure that you're doing all the right things. Now, before you go to this video, I do recommend that you check out our how to actually engage the core muscle video. That's going to be something that you want to do before you go to this exercise, because learning how to activate the core is going to be vital when it comes to learning how to do any of the planks, whether it be beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and then some other core exercises that we're going to be doing here. So this is meant to be a very beginner type of exercise. We're going to go from the knees and the elbows to the feet, and then we'll go from the hands and the feet, and then we'll show you some dynamic exercise that you can do with that. So each one of these phases is meant to be held for about a minute. You can do this between 3 to 5 times per set. And as you can start to do those for as much as you can for about a minute, then you can advance to the next stage here. So the first step is you want to get a nice mat. You don't want to do this on the firm, hard surfaces, because it's going to hurt your elbows, it's going to hurt your knees. So if you need to actually get one of those stability pads that's like an inch thick, that can actually help if you have like bad knees or bad elbows, or even just like me, I have pretty bony elbows and knees, so that's going to help you out quite a bit. Now, if you are in the older population that does struggle with, going down and up, or if you just have like a knee surgery that's harder to get on the ground here, you can always do these on the counter, just leaning against the counter, leaning against a chair or a table. You don't always have to go and do these on the floor. You can actually go ahead and do these pretty much anywhere, against the wall if you need to. So don't hesitate to start smaller, start gradually, whatever you need to do here. Just the basics here. Now you want to go ahead and jump onto the mat here. The way this is going to work is you're going to go ahead and you're going to go onto your elbows and your knees, and just go ahead and relax first before you do this. And the way you're going to do this is that your elbows should be about shoulder width apart. Now to start off, you're going to go ahead and actually go onto your knees, and you're going to go on your elbows here. Now the key is that you want to see that your ears, your shoulders, your hips, and your knees are in line. So these are called planks because you want to try to be as straight as possible, just like a plank. Now, I can't see myself, so hopefully I'm doing this well. This is why it's crucial and it's vital to actually have a partner to be doing this with you. So making sure you have someone to watch you, and making sure that you're doing this right. You don't want to slouch forward, you don't want to arch too high, but you want to go ahead and try to create a straight line between your ears, the shoulders, and the hips and the knees here. Now you want to activate and engage those core muscles, as well as squeezing the glutes. That's going to actually help to provide more stability here as well. Now, after you can hold this for about a minute for 3 to 5 reps, you can upgrade to the next phase, which is going to be on your toes and your elbows. So same thing here, you're going to be on your toes and your elbows, shoulder width apart here. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles should be in a straight line here. Again, you don't want to slouch forward or slouch back. You want to be nice and straight here. That's pretty much it. It's a very basic exercise. Again, if you're bored, I like to watch videos on YouTube and on my phone in front of me, or just listen to music, whatever you got to do. I know these can be very tiresome or boring, so whatever you have to do to activate and engage yourself. Again, you want to do these for about a minute each. Do it for 3 to 5 reps here. Now, the next step after you can go ahead and do that would be the dynamic exercise. So you can go on all fours here, onto your feet and your hands. Again, you don't want to slouch forward, slouch back. I don't recommend to look up, and I don't recommend to slouch down. You want to keep your chin tucked. Again, your ears over your shoulders. Your shoulders should be in line with your hips and your ankles. So basically from here, if you can hold this for about a minute, the next step is going to be to lift up either your legs and lift them up like this, and just rotating. And I would just hold this for about a minute and just keep going back and forth. Now, the next thing you want to do, and you can get a little bit wider base if you need to, just to help create stability, you can lift up your arms and you just go back and forth. All right. And now the next step would be to do both the arms and the hands, just like that. And you can create, you can see I had some stability issues, so it just takes a little bit of practice, takes some time. So if you're not getting this quite yet, be patient with yourself, give yourself some time. But that's really pretty much all the phases. From your knees and your elbows and your feet and your hands, and then you can alternate from your feet, alternate from your hands, or just alternate one or the other here. So you can actually do both. So again, so because you couldn't really see, it's gonna be the opposite hand and opposite leg that are gonna be lifting, and then the opposite other side, just alternate from one side to the other. So you can see I'm already starting to be a little winded here. So it is gonna be some sort of tiresome exercise. You should start to feel some fatigue. If it's too easy, move on to the next step, and it should start to really activate those core muscles and really start to create more stability within the spine. Again, as always, if you want to go ahead and learn for more information just like this, check out our website at interochiropractic.com, and we look forward to seeing you on your next video.